What is a demonic? What it is a lot of energy, usually from a place where everyone's got shot, killed, murdered, whatever, assisted from the planet, and there's that energy still stuck in a confined space. The energy grows and grows, but the space becomes smaller and smaller as it grows. And then you have cabinets opening and closing. It's not even a being, it's a presence. So let's just call it a hypothetical demonic presence. No pitchforks, no horns, and blah, 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 blah. It's very dense, and if you look at it, it looks darker because it's technically darker due to the absence of light, and where it becomes like an old stale loaf of bread, an outgrowing bread box, right? Then it interferes with the energy fields of anyone and everyone that comes into that area. It's not like they're coming and trying to poke you. What it is, honestly, it's that you go into these places and you feel like you'll get chills. You'll feel a level of confinement. It'll be harder to breathe. A lot of dear ones get dizzy. But the only thing it is a lot of confined energy in a confined space. Hence the movies, blah, 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 that gives it a name, a face. And I mean, it wouldn't be funny if it looked like, the Pillsbury Doughboy. I mean, how scary would that be, right? But unfortunately, fear creates fear, and dear ones feed off fear. But so do these things too, because they feed off energy, but not long. They just feed off fear. So to go further, I would say a big, black, confined state of fear in a very, very confined place at that time that creates objects moving, whatever. But does it actually have an identity? No. Then we get to earthbound spirits that are just dear ones who left the planet that never made a full transition. More often than not, hanging out in the astral planes of consciousness because they were not light enough vibratorily, and they had so much baggage they were still carrying around that they were not able to make a full transition, and that's where Michael and the archangelic realms, sometimes the angelic, but mostly Michael, the archangelic realms, including the ascended host realms, come, and eventually they take them by the metaphoric hand, because at that point they don't have a body, but they have like the outline of a body presence at that point. So it's like when you step out of the body at first, you're still carrying around the shadow figure of what your body looked like. Now that's why everyone say, I saw Granny over there in the rocking chair. Well, yeah, because she left the planet, but she still had her vibrational frequencies were still at a state where sometimes they will present that way due to them not quite making a full transition as of yet. And from there, they're still lingering, they're still hanging out, but step by step they take, it's also going to arise and arise and arise. So their physical matter principle levels of the shadow strands that have held that vibrational frequency in a certain state, well, each step they take, going through life reviews, going through the halls of honors, by the time you get the halls of honor, you no longer have any form. You're formless. You're pure consciousness, pure energy. Now, it takes, for some, going through the caves of creation, making a full transition, on and on. Yeah, each step you take, you lose that form, and you also start losing, I don't want to say you lose the memory, but you do lose the memory of, okay, well, that was a journey and a half. Whoo-wee, hallelujah. And giving Sananda a pat on the back and a high five and everything else, fist bump. But at that point, it's like you lose the memory of the identity that you had in that form, unless, and I'm speaking now time, not 30 years ago. 30 years ago, yeah, you would have all those memories and go into your Akashic record realms, your soul level consciousness, and then we're going to slap each other in the back, come back and do it all again, hopefully waking up this time around. But at the same time, they're still making a full transition. They're still transcending, opening up, accelerating, amplifying, and really getting moving, running, flourishing with so much more ease and grace. Everyone's going to make a full transition. There's no way around it. Creator's welcoming home all of its facets. And I say home to the heart, whether it be in the body or not. So there's not any dear one to the worst of the worst behaviors, blah, blah, blah. No one's left behind, period.